Okay, welcome. This is the new parts bin build. Made of compiled parts from the parts bin, spare parts, old parts, a couple new parts, but the majority of it is parts bin stuff, extra parts I've had kicking around. So what you're looking at here, see if I can, pop these off. Pop these pins out of here. What you're looking at here is, of course, the cliffhanger body with a really terrible paint scheme. I'm not good at painting, but I got a faded two-tone here, green and copper, Tamiya colors, obviously. But LCG build with low-range RC chassis rails. Amazon 3 gear with the dig, right? With the dig unit. You can see that right there. I got the Hobbywing 1080 ESC, FlySky GT3B radio. I'm running, those are parts bin parts, the transmitter, receiver, and that speed control. This is new, but it came from the parts bin. This Chinese internet servo, 40 kilogram. It's hard to tell what that is going to turn out like. Parts bin motor, Holmes Hobbies Crawlmaster Sport 550 can, 8 turn. So hopefully that's going to have enough mustard to make up for my gearing difference that these Traxxas portals are going to give. You know, because the 3 gears relatively specific, but with the portals you have extra reduction in the portal boxes, so we'll see how that goes. DIY battery tray, Element RC dual servo mount from the Enduro or Sendero or whatever it is, custom modified to have a lay down option, simply because the regular vertical servo mount had extreme conflict with axle and panhard. I got a parts bin panhard mount for the TRX4 that I've custom kinked and modified to fit this low range RC LCG chassis. Parts bin, what is that? Spectrum. Parts bin Spectrum S603 corny plastic gear servo. Light duty, but we should be in business. I've got the endpoints set perfectly, so that's cool. Parts bin sliders and skid. I don't like this skid because of that recess. It's going to cause some hang-up issues, obviously. I don't know why they would ever do that, but they did. So that'll probably get replaced for a Delrin skid later. But these are all extras that have been in the parts bin, left over, never been used. So basically they're brand new. Drive shafts. New drive shafts from the Chinese internet. So, and then, get that guy out of the way. I got the parts bin 90 mil inner sprung scale shocks. I think that they're RC4WD, and I've got them set to droop like 90%. Trimmed down the internal spring, so that could be possible. So same with the rear. The springs are only about 1/3 of their original length. And then I got excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. I got these DIY body posts that are basically just pieces of old body posts that I cut up to fit and screwed on. Same with the front. You can see that. So no bumpers. I need to do bumpers, but we're basically ready to roll. Let's get a battery in actually, because I want to take it out here in a little bit and get a bit of a running video. So we'll just go ahead and cram this servo in here, or idiot! Cram this battery in here. Do the battery cram. These are my batteries of choice. These little, they're the shorty packs. Give that the old snuggeroo, tighten it down, but you want to do it in such a way that this battery isn't going to be coming in contact with that spur and or nut that holds the spur gear in place. So make sure you're thorough. That's basically where I'm going with it. Thoroughly mount the chingus. So we're good there. Everything's good. I'll have a running video here shortly. There's those body posts. Got it? Got it. So we're in business there. It's great. This cliffhanger is equipped with the Proline 4-wheel drive EFI system, which is important. You always want your electronic fuel ignition, so that's handy. And then of course it's got the V6 in it, which is pretty cool. So I'm plugged in and we will do a run-in video here in a momentarily. So I did, because it's angled, the sliders are angled, I trimmed that body at a bit of an angle on each side to kind of, you know, handle that. So we're all good here. We're all good. It's doing all right so far. Like I said, some of these rigs, they've got a learning curve here in the way they run, so I'll figure this guy out. Of course, in typical Hobbywing 1080 fashion, it's got incredible low speed control with that Holmes Hobbies 8-turn. There's several lines here actually. We're going to do the easy one and then work our way to the more difficult one. You can see that two-tone fade I got going there. Yeah, walked that one. Just walked it. No problem. Did it once. It's really difficult, and this thing I haven't any more time to figure it out, I guess, without making too many excuses for my inability to drive. I need some brass. That's become quite clear. Brass on the front axle to help keep everything down. Alright, there we go. Okay, we're set up to do this log crossing. It's a good belly out, belly dragger sort of deal that you kind of got to get into. I'll show you what it's like. Oh man, this thing actually makes it. Most of my other rigs, they really belly out and make it nearly impossible. Usually I have to really try to get over it. I gotta basically bounce it and slide the front end over, so this thing's doing quite well. to be honest. It handled it quite well. I guess there's advantages and disadvantages to everything. So let's do it again. Different angle this time. Coming from the opposite side as the last one. And we'll see. Yeah, we got it. And I'm going to walk it off that direction now. Oh. Oh. I missed it. There it is. Here we are. That log, that stump that I'm struggling on the front is a natural stump, and it's wet right now, so it's quite slippery. Good use of throttle here can help greatly. There we go. Got it. Now we're walking the plank. Getting in's not terribly difficult, it can be. Getting across can be tricky if you don't sort your line out. So we'll see how this goes. It's going to go nice and easy. See that? Nailed it. Okay, so that one pulled that line easier than most of the other rigs that I've got. Let's see what happens here. Nice. Oh yeah, not difficult at all, by any means. Ooh, I'm going to dig right there. Yeah, good use of the dig. Pulled the front end back up on there. We're going to drop down onto this guy here. Nice drag brake. Nice. Nice controlled descent.